Hello everybody, welcome back to D-Train Games. Today we are going to answer a question. Does the new update destroy or mess up grinding for the Pheasant on consoles? Me, where I'm exclusive to the PS5, I feel that my input on this has a great value to many people out there. I'm a hardcore grinder on this game as well as a free hunter, and I can tell you that it has definitely made some negative repercussions, to say the least. On console with twist sticks, you can easily track an animal on the ground and then make a shot. Now that they're flying through the air, you have to be a lot quicker, and with console, it's hard to be precise on sticks. So yes, it has made it awfully difficult on me, to say the least. However, does it necessarily destroy it? Well, no, not necessarily, and that's what I'm here to show you guys today. It's basically just learn where the animals fly away from. So, like, for instance, whenever I came on here today to do my first grind, which I'll get to some hunting here in a minute and show you what I'm talking about. But today, whenever I got on this grind, I basically just went to zone and just shot a few birds. Still doing the grind here on my profile, and what I found was that it's easier if you move the tents to where you can get a good shot off at them as they're flying away. Now, some of my tents, it's not really being that easy on me. I know that I have a couple where sometimes they'll fly to the left, other times they'll fly to the right, and then the same group sometimes even fly over my head and back behind me. It's just annoying. So basically, what I'm trying to say is it impossible to grind now? No, it is not impossible to grind. It's just much difficult, and this is definitely one of my least favorite grinds. But to show you guys what I'm talking about, let's move on to some hunting. So this is the first problem I'm talking about. They immediately just fly off, and already they're in the trees. This was very difficult on me to get used to in this particular zone because that's the direction they always fly. This new update makes it to where they immediately flew into the trees. And used to, I used to just track them on the ground. And on my live streams, a lot of you guys saw where I was just tracking on the ground and shooting them off the ground. And there's plenty of yellow grass here, which contrasts the bird to the grass. It made it so much easier to shoot. Now that they're going into the trees, it's almost nearly impossible for me to get a shot off. So the best I can do here is just let bullets fly and just hope for the best. So this is one of the negative repercussions, and honestly, there really isn't very much positive. But let's move on to the next zone and see if I can make anything count. As you guys can see, until I learn the birds, it is very difficult. This was that zone I told you guys about a little bit ago, where they're very unpredictable. This particular group of birds, I even have a second a second tent over there because I have another group that's no spawns over there in that corner. Which, as you guys can see, they're a rare spawn. They don't really come over there very often. But as you guys can see, this group is giving me a lot of fits recently. Usually they'd be behind the tent and just run out from behind the tent, and I could shoot them. But sometimes they're out here and they'll run over and they'll fly over my head, and it just makes it very difficult. So this is one of those situations where I might have to move my tent to the side and then reface this so that way I can look this way or that way because they're rarely ever on this end. But again, this is a good example of what I'm talking about of just having to relearn your zones and figure out exactly what setups to have. Now that could have been a lot prettier, but as you guys saw, it is difficult to shoot to get it right on them when they're flying, especially with sticks. I mean, I about had the shot right there in front of that tree whenever he was about to land, but as you guys saw, they do not. They pretty much no longer land. They pretty much just get real close to the ground and then take off again. Really, the grind is not over if you're a console player. It's just a matter of getting your tent set up in the right spots so that way your birds will fly in a direction constantly or consistently where you can predict them and make a good shot. So that way you can make more of these. As you guys see, I mean, all it takes is just some perseverance. Will I continue grinding for this great one? As of right now, it's up in the air. I'm really not sure. This update has really hurt console players, me included. I'm not the best wing shooter in the world. I'm better at leading shots on the ground than I am up in the air. So, I mean, we'll just have to see. But as of now, this is basically where I stand, and that's that. I'm gonna just have to give it some more time. I'm gonna have to work some of my tents around, work some of my blinds, and see if I can get a productive grind going. If I can't, then I'm just gonna have to move on, guys. And I hope you all forgive me. I know you all were excited to see me get the Great One Pheasant, but unless changes or updates are made, that is currently where I'm standing. Is it just gonna give it some time and see if it gets any better? If not, I'm gonna move on to the Great One Fox. But I appreciate you all for sticking with me to this video. I hope you guys are, for those of you who made it to the end of the video, I really appreciate your time. If you guys have any thoughts on your own, please leave it in the comment section below. Hit the like button for me if you guys enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you're new to the channel and enjoy the content. We'll get into some more fun we'll get into some more fun hunting videos tomorrow. I just wanted to put this out for you all today so that way you can get my thoughts on the Great One Pheasant grind. And this is where I'm going to have to end the video. So once again, hit the like button for me, guys. Subscribe if you enjoyed the talk with me. Thank you for sitting out this video with me. And I'll see you guys in the video tomorrow and for the live streams at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Friday and Saturday nights.